Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to College Football Live, and let's just jump into the most recent news. And today marks 108 days until kickoff, guys. I cannot wait. 108 days. And the first bit of news I got today is that the ex-quarterback Joe Burrows of Ohio State is planning to transfer. The rumors have it that he is going to look at LSU and possibly Florida. You know, either of those make sense in the long run, even though he's like a second or third string grad transfer. I mean, Florida and LSU are just taking the crumbs of Ohio State right now. Even though I'm an SEC guy, that's just the way it is. And Florida and LSU are two down programs that need to get back up to bring that SEC back up, besides just being top heavy with two teams right now. And topic number 2 today, guys, is some weird news. I just saw this today as well. Mike Leach in Cambodia. Now, I thought that was kind of funny because Mike Leach being in Cambodia, if you guys have ever followed Mike Leach, I used to listen to his radio show. He's actually a very intelligent guy, and he's also a lawyer by trade, and a lot of people don't know that. But Mike Leach is it was just weird. When I looked at the headline, I was like, Mike Leach in Cambodia with a senator? What does this have to do with football? I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of out there, but so is Mike Leach. Love him or hate him, that's who he is. You got to respect him. And in other news, Athlon released their rankings for the top quarterbacks in the country. And I'll go through the top 10 with you guys right now. And that is number 10, Mississippi State quarterback Nick Fitzgerald. Nick's second year as a starter, he had, I think it was 1,700 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, about 900 yards rushing on the ground, and also had 14 scores on the ground. So that's pretty interesting to see him sitting there at number 10. I think he's going to be a quarterback to watch this upcoming year. A lot of people aren't talking about it, but having him ranked at top 10, he can make some things happen with Mississippi State. And I think that's a good pick for him right now, sitting at number 10. Number 9, and that is Auburn quarterback Jarrett Stidham. I agree with this pick, Jarrett Stidham being at number 9. He's a great quarterback. I think he brings a lot to Auburn. I mean, they're losing the running back they had last year, but I think still Jarrett Stidham will be up there, will be a game changer in many games. I think Auburn's going to be a team to watch this year. I think this is Gus Malzahn's year. If it's either make or break for Gus Malzahn. I'm not saying that it's his year completely, like he's going to dominate, but I'm saying that he has to make something happen this year, because towards the end of last year, they were calling for his head there until the end. Ranking Jarrett Stidham at number 9, I agree with Athlon on that. That's a great pick. All right, and at number 8, we got Justin Herbert, or Hebert. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if he's from Louisiana, but whatever his name is, he's the Oregon quarterback. I don't know much about him. I'm looking here at his stats, and it looks like he had a pretty good 2017 season, but was sidelined with a collarbone issue. Oregon, to me, anybody can pop it. They have so many athletes in the systems they run at Oregon. I know they have a new coach coming in, so that's going to be interesting to see. I don't know much about this guy, but apparently Athlon has him at number 8. We shall see. Number 7 quarterback is Washington's quarterback, Jake Browning. He threw for about 2,700 yards, 19 touchdowns last year. I think he's a good quarterback. I've seen him in limited time. I don't know as much about him. You know, those Pac-12 guys, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on all those guys. But I think that looking at his stats, I looked at some of his YouTube videos. I think he looks like a good quarterback. So at number 7, I don't have enough knowledge to say he should be there, so I'm going to trust Athlon on this one and say that, yeah, that's a good pick at number 7. Number 6 is Drew Lock at Missouri. Drew Lock at Missouri had a big year last year. 44 touchdowns, 3,900 yards. He was a staple in the SEC last year. He's a great quarterback. I actually would put him up there a little bit higher than number 6. I just like the way he plays football. I think he's going to be a great quarterback, even at the next level possibly. So, you know what? I agree with Athlon that at least number 6, but he probably should have been up there a little bit higher than the next guy. I think if they would have flipped them two, it probably would have been back. And that brings me to my number 5 quarterback, McKenzie Milton at UCF. UCF, of course, had a great year last year. Scott Frost was there, but he's now left. And it's going to be interesting to see what kind of system is going to be brought in at UCF with the additions of the new coach, losing some players, losing their heart and soul, that defense last year. It should be interesting to see, but you know what? I think I would have bumped this quarterback down a couple of notches. Definitely would have put the quarterback over at Missouri higher than him, but who knows? Athlon's got their reasoning, and they got him at number 5. Number 4 is Khalil Tate at Arizona. You know, I'm really kind of excited. I mean, excited as you can get about Arizona football, but with Kevin Sumlin going over there, I think that's going to bring a new, fresh look over there at Arizona, and there's some good football over there. I think we sleep on a lot of the Pac-12 teams, but we definitely sleep on that Pac-12, that Southwest area over there in Arizona State and Arizona, because there's some good football that gets played over there. And I think with Kevin Sumlin, that might be a really good fit for him, being that he is, he's had so much experience in the SEC. Maybe he can bring some of that toughness over there to the Pac-12, and maybe he can do something with the Arizona Wildcats, and hopefully with this quarterback. And watching some of his videos, he looks extremely good. I like what he brings. I like the way he throws the ball. He just looks really, really good and poised. So I'm kind of excited to see what he can do at Arizona with him being the quarterback and with Kevin Sumlin over there. Number 3, they got Trace McSorley at Penn State, which is hard to argue with that. I would throw him up there above the next guy. We'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll tell you why. But Trace McSorley has been a great quarterback at Penn State. I think he is going to be ready to make that transition. I don't know how Penn State's going to be doing this upcoming season, though, because it's going to be interesting to see what happens with them losing Saquon Barkley. That may put some more pressure on Trace McSorley, but I think he's a great quarterback, and I definitely think he should be rated ahead of this guy. And that is number 2, Alabama quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. The reason I say that, I think that Tua has all the great tools to be a great quarterback, if not one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. But I don't want to put a guy up there at number 2, best quarterback, and I don't know why Athlon would do this after watching a half of football. Yeah, Georgia's defense was probably one of the best defenses in the country last year. Even at undersized, Georgia had that great defense, and Tua came in, provided that spark, but it's a different story when you have to manage a football game. It's easy to come out there and throw the ball. Yeah, he looked poised. I think he's going to be a great quarterback, but to put him at number 2, matter of fact, to put him at the top 5 is just kind of pushing it for me. I would definitely have him in the top 10, maybe between 6, 7, 8, something like that. Tua is going to be a great quarterback, if not one of the best in the end, but to have him up there right now with little experience and not really a good sample size to go on. So they got Tua at number 2, and then they got number 1, Will Grier, former Florida quarterback, now at West Virginia. I think it's hilarious that he's at West Virginia and that Florida can't even find a quarterback. Florida hasn't had a quarterback since Tim Tebow, and they had Grier and they let him go. I think it's hilarious. It just shows the awful state that Florida is in right now. Maybe they can get Dan Mullen to bring something back to that program, some stability, but I think this is higher level than even Dan Mullen. I think the administration at Florida is absolutely garbage. They have some of the most, I don't want to say corrupt, but you know what I'm getting at. Definitely arrogant administration up there. And, I think it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out with Dan Mullen, but we'll see. But yeah, they got Will Grier at number 1 at West Virginia. I really like that. I think West Virginia is going to make some noise this year. I don't think they're going to push it to the college playoff level, but they'll definitely be in a high bowl game with Will Grier there. I think that's a great pick at having him at number 1. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. I'm going to try to get another video out tomorrow. I'm going to try to be doing videos every day and get this thing built up coming up to the season. So stay tuned here for more news. I know this thing is just getting started, so it's going to be college football news and other news. And also tonight, check out the Boston Yankees game if you want a good sports match. I watched the other one last night. It was very good. But by the time I upload this, it'll probably be going on, and you guys probably won't even see it. But if you do, watch that game tonight. It's going to be a great game. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out.